Okay, I try to avoid responding to articles like this, but Unilad is a pile of shit, so I think I need to. You might consider it low-hanging fruit, but what else you gonna do? I've got another couple of days until Game of Thrones airs here, so I need to break down exactly why this article is stupid. Daenerys' descent into tyranny is as tragic and as terrifying as it deserved to be. Yep, it's both of those things, along with the added bonus of being rushed as hell. This season has rushed Daenerys' descent into madness so fucking fast. You can argue it's been foreshadowed for a couple of seasons, or maybe since season 1, but foreshadowing does not equal development of a character. It might have been foreshadowed that Arya killed the Night King in one line about 6 or 7 seasons ago, but does it make sense? Is it, satisfying to the narrative? Is it satisfying to the couple seasons of build-up we've had with Jon versus the White Walkers? Is it fuck? This line here is what gets me the most. When you step back and look at it objectively, the final hours of Game of Thrones have been truly thrilling and a testament to Benioff and Weiss's creative compatibility. Has it? Fuck. It has been rushed as hell and characters have been completely wasted. Jaime's story now makes no fucking sense. The White Walkers have been completely ruined. They're a fucking fairy tale. They mean nothing to anyone outside of Winterfell. And Jon's entire reason for being resurrected has been all but destroyed. This point here as well is infuriating. To see that Game of Thrones is simply a TV show like any other kind of feels like pulling the curtain back on Oz the Great and Powerful. This is a deliberate attempt to make the fans feel bad for being invested in the story and in the show. Acknowledging that it is a TV show has never been the point. We understand it's a television show, but this season has butchered the characters and ruined the storylines. Tyrion is retarded, Jaime betrayed his entire character arc, and Jon was denied the killing blow on the Night King, the adversary he's known for about 3 seasons. This as well. Look, if you're not happy with this final brutal blast of fantasy, the book ending is still very much up in the air. Essentially saying, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Fuck off. I've watched this show since season 1 aired, and you're just going to tell me to not watch the final episode? Oh, you bet your ass I'm going to watch it. But me watching it and me being satisfied with the ending are two very different things. And one of those things is probably not going to happen. To conclude, the standard of Game of Thrones, the show, has been above the average. It has reached heights rarely heard of for television. The only shows I hold it in equal regard with, at least the early seasons, are Breaking Bad and Daredevil. And now this season, not just by the show's standard, but by a logical standard, just in terms of characters' story arcs, general consistent writing, and regression of character progression, have been subpar and downright shameful. That is embarrassing for a show this good. That is why this season has felt underwhelming to many people. And if you can't reconcile that, then you are simply burying your head in the sand and telling yourself that it's still good. I think it's still good. I think it's still good. Yeah, you can enjoy it, but don't tell me that this season has been satisfying, because in reality, it really fucking hasn't. I'm honestly just really confused by the constant attacks on fans for being invested and then having certain things build up to just go absolutely nowhere. It's so lazy compared to what this show has been. I know I keep bringing it up, but it's true. Furthermore, why is this journalist saying objectively and in her opinion in the same article? Those are two very, very different things. How do you say that this season has been objectively satisfying and in the same article claim that it's your opinion that it's been satisfying? Seems like mixed signals are going about here in terms of the sheer damage control being done to actually defend the season. No fucking wonder journalism's gone down the toilet. You get morons like this, stating their opinions and then continuing to say by an objective standard that the season has been good. Not only is this retarded, but it is very telling of journalism at the moment. Well, since they've said it, I'll say it too. By an objective standard, this season has been god fucking awful. The attempts in this article to confuse the terms objective and in her opinion are so disgraceful. Is she deliberately trying to sell her opinion as objective truth? Well, considering she used the term objectively, And then a couple of paragraphs later say in her opinion it was good. Seemed to indicate that. Anyway, this was really just prep for next episode. The series finale of Game of Thrones is upon us, and I could not be less invested in it. Considering what this show was, that is disgusting. So yes, expect a rant on this next episode. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you all later.